Hey everybody. With recent events, I've been myself struggling to know what I should or shouldn't be saying about them. And I wanted to take this moment to share a few things that are on my mind about it. And hopefully they can be helpful for you to engage during this time as well. First, I want to start off with a passage from the Bible, from James chapter 1, verse 19 and 20, verses 19 through 20, where it says, "My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry, because human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires." I don't know your history or experience of interacting with people of a different race or different skin color as your own. I can only speak to my experience and how I've interacted in that way. I do know that the recent events, being the death of George Floyd and the protests and the riots that have come after his death, are at the forefront of all of our minds right now. You, like me, have likely wondered, what are we supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to agree with the protesters? Are you supposed to agree with the rioting? Are you supposed to agree with the police force and the authorities and how they're acting right now? Are you supposed to participate in social media campaigns? Are you supposed to join in protest? Are you supposed to just be silent? Are you supposed to do something that I didn't list there? Like, what are you supposed to do? What are we supposed to do? I think the wisdom of God's word gives us a place to start in James. Be quick to listen and slow to speak. Obviously, I'm not black. I'm probably about as white as you can get. I don't have the history or the experience or the situations that I've been in, like most of our fellow black human beings, brothers and sisters, experience. I have really little that can be said to fully talk about the feelings that they feel and the experiences that they've had. At this point, all I can really offer and encourage for you to do is the very steps that I'm taking to listen, to be able to learn more about how to speak about and engage racism as a white person. Right before I made this, I had a phone call with one of my friends who is black, because I simply wanted to see what he had to say about this whole situation. Mostly because we have a relationship, and so I think we have a trust built up of being able to listen to each other a little bit. And I wanted to just at least be aware enough and humble enough to ask, like, from his perspective, what should be said from someone in my position. Like, I'm not him. I don't know what he feels, and I don't know what he's experienced, and how any black person experiences or feels in relation to police or just racism or systemic racism in general. And a few things that came out of our conversation were this, and these are things that I'm trying to do and I want to encourage you to do as well. The first thing is just simply ask a black friend or acquaintance that you have in your life to share about their experiences of life and to share how they feel. How have the experiences of their life impacted them? How has it affected how they live, how they feel about life, and how they interact with other people? Just listen. And then listen to what they actually share with you. Don't be looking for, like, the place to insert your comment, but, like, just listen. I mean, I struggle with that just with people in general. Like, I'm always thinking about what I'm going to say next. And I'm trying to be more aware of, like, just listen. Just hear what the person's saying and then speak when I have the moment to. So ask someone to share their experience and their feelings and just listen to what they say. And then lastly, acknowledge and empathize with what they share with you about their experience and their feelings. Don't just write it off. Don't, like, debate it. Just acknowledge it and empathize with it. The same way you would want someone to do with you, with your experiences and the things that you feel as you go through life. Lastly, I just want to encourage you to take the steps to learn more about the perspective of other people. Listen to more people who have a different experience of life from you. And maybe read about people's experience from the past who have had a different experience of life from you. I think these few steps can just be a way of us moving forward into learning how to better listen to people and knowing how we can engage with people about racism or systemic racism, and just learning about the perspective of others in general going forward. Hopefully those things are helpful. It's what I'm trying to do, and I just want to encourage you to take some of those steps as well. I'll see you next time.